What is your feeling towards the police, knowing that all this evidence existed and at the very best someone had forgotten to look into it, hadn't got the resources to look into it, or that this was a total incompetence or a perversion of justice? You must be fuming.
I mean, naturally, internally, anger and frustration are probably the prominent feelings, but I sort of made it clear when I've been speaking, and even from the off, before I've been speaking out loud. You know, if I sit there and get angry and, you know, just want vengeance, then...
But you could have gone to jail because of this.
Yeah, 100%, but, I mean, there's other people now that are going through the same thing, so if things don't change as soon as possible, and obviously I now have a platform to be able to do that, or at least speak in terms of getting those conversations going.
Well, Liam, let's also talk about the platform that you're on, because we're sitting here, we're talking to you, your mum's here beside you, we all know who you are, we all know what you're accused of. Your life was put on hold and people, you know, a lot of people would have said there's no smoke without fire. So your name and your reputation has been tarnished by all of this. Yet your accuser, no one has any idea who your accuser is. They have got anonymity and they have anonymity for life. Do you think that is correct?
I don't think it's particularly fair that I remain anonymous, but I think it's fair that I would remain anonymous throughout the whole thing, and even afterwards, even, you know, whether it's for public support and things like that. There is a lot of stress even when it is public support, but for her, I mean, her remaining anonymous, I can completely understand at this current point in time. But for me, it would have been nice to have at least have the option, or have a reason that, you know, they might have thought more people would have stood forwards in terms of that. I can understand that in some cases, but that should be somebody's ruling before you're straight away thrown into the mix.
Well, Mum, he's quite calm about all of this and level-headed. As a criminal psychology student, you know, and he studies law, you know, maybe that is his mindset. But what is your mindset as his mother?
For me, for the whole thing, yes, I think both parties should remain anonymous. I think the risk of, unless there is obviously a further case which is out of our hands on what happens to the accuser, unless there is a way there that they're going to take that further, they have to remain anonymous, I'm afraid. I think it would jeopardise, quite rightly, other victims wanting to. With this case, the non-disclosure part, from the messages that you've seen and received, this isn't just the people being accused that feel the justice system is doing this with. It's also victims have come and said this as well, that they feel that people have got away because not enough evidence was produced or read or seen. So, you know, part of, and I admire my son completely and so proud of him, is this, that the full disclosure part, a full investigation, how you get the equal balance. It's not about believing or disbelieving either party, just an impartial, full equal balance of the evidence that is there for a full assessment to be done could benefit everyone. OK, so
what would you say to the Crown Prosecution Service, or indeed the police, for overlooking this evidence? I
think they need to find out why, whether it was, you know, we've seen lots in there, is that maybe it's the process, maybe it's funds. You know, you do hear that there's, even our own barristers mention the cuts to legal aid and things like that to look into these things. You know, with a lot of the cases that have come out recently, a lot of the historical cases, you know, I'm of a generation that we knew and tried a movement for feminism and everything else in our era and growing up to call these things out, and we've got to a point where now there's a lot more coming out, and you can understand it's bottlenecking. And if there's funds being reduced to look at this, it sort of feels like it's working in the opposite. So there has to be some review to find out for this and other cases why. How did it happen? What were the key points that failed? Because I don't think it's...
What will you do? I mean, will you campaign for that? Are you going to sue? What's next?
I mean, naturally, you know, given the publicity of it all, it's not been a moment's sort of breath. So we have tried to have those conversations. Naturally, given the time of year as well, it's quite difficult to speak to my solicitors and everything, because I would like them to go and spend time with their family, because, you know, I owe my life to them. They deserve to have their life as well as me having mine. The next steps are obviously probably going to be to sue but I've said this on numerous occasions, I'm happy to work with them. With the platform that I've got at the moment, I'm more than happy to sit down in a room with all the important people.
Well, that's very generous
what
of
went
you.
wrong. Lorraine, can I just finally ask you on a personal level, when the police came to the door that day and accused your son of being a rapist, what did you think and how did you stay so supportive through all this?
So when they came to the door, they wanted to come into the flat, and actually my flat was really messy. So I was a bit like, I'm not letting anybody, I'm a bit embarrassed. And obviously, I guess on the flip side, they must have taken that a little bit negatively. But they pretty much took my son away.
So when
they didn't
told,
tell
when
me
you eventually found out what he
it
was
was
being
Liam
accused
coming
of?
out telling me after we, I think, 6-7 hours in the police station. I'd phoned several times, didn't get any response to why.
And did you ever have to ask him, had he done that, or did you always know?
I knew it's not in his nature to do it. You know, I had to question myself whether I was looking through rose-tinted glasses. You have to. I'm quite a level person, but there was absolutely no way. It wasn't a moment of doubting my son. It was doubting myself if I'd looked at something wrong.
I think that's been
but
the nice
no
bit.
way.
No one has, you know, anyone that I've spoken to, I've been very honest with, in terms of with my personal life, with my friends and family, but I've also been very honest with university and work, and they've all stood behind me. No one's ever asked me, you know, did you actually do it? Because it takes an hour to really get to know me. You put me in a room with somebody for an hour and I'll...
Well, 2 years as on bail as a rape suspect. The case collapsed against Liam Allan, and I'm sure that's the best Christmas present you could hope for. Enjoy your Christmas.